What's up, marshmallows? It's your favorite wholesome Hans, and you're catching up with the Mallows. Now let's be honest.
I've heard about you. They say in this kingdom there's nobody like you. Go on your mindful that you're setting trends and you're breaking some cycles. Nobody like you. Guess so alright when they told me I like you. I guess so alright when they told me I like you. The voice of a goddess, the queen of class. Yeah. I must be honest, it's in your walk and your stance, girl. The voice of a goddess.
What's up again, beautiful people? Speaking is the Goddess Malo on Instagram, Ndathu Malo on Facebook, representing gorgeous hands worldwide. Anyway, y'all, operate something crazy there by social media. Follow your girl and like this page. Let's go.
Let's go. This is your girl, the Queen, Nkosilenhle Malo, on Facebook, and on Instagram you'll find her as Queen Nalo. Just 101 Lesi. You know, do the most. Get into my DMs. I'm friendly. I'm loving.
What's up, marshmallows sanibonani? It's your Swati girl, Nkosilenhle Dlamini. Please follow me on Instagram, Dlamini Malwande. On Facebook, it's Nkosilenhle Dlamini. On Twitter too, still Nkosilenhle Dlamini. I'll shout out to Ted Eben for sponsoring my wardrobe once again. Thank you.
Danko. Last but never least, y'all know who it is. This is your girl, Linda Ngumalo, aka Queen Yimbuzi, aka Original Go, aka Baddest on the block. You know, follow me on Instagram at Queen Yimbuzi Malo and like this page. Do the most. We're gonna tell you what to do, but you'd want to like this page and subscribe. I'm just saying.
Subscribe.
Psychologist. So, guys, today's topic is mental health talk. Basically, I feel like mental health has been something we've been overlooking for a very long time. And for me personally, I never really wanted to be like, I'm depressed, but you know, you kind of was.
You kind of view it as a weakness. So you don't
Exactly. Yeah. So for me, you know, going into like adulting and like, you know, entering into this phase where I'm not really sure what I want to be, but I do know, but my parents don't want me to be this and my parents want me to be, you know, just like so many things are going through my head at this time, and you know, it leads to a space where you feel like you're not enough, and you feel like, why don't I know? Like, I should be able to know. I should have this thing all figured out by now, and you just don't. And you know, that affects you in a huge way, and especially in high school. You know, in high school, everything matters. What you do matters. How you present yourself to people matters, because it's constantly scrutinized by insecure kids. You know, kids who don't even know who they are, so they reflect, they project, and a lot of the times we take that as our path. You know, we have that. If this guy thinks this of me, I'm probably this. Or you know, and a lot of times it just really hits home, guys. It really hits home. So we had to discuss that, and I don't know if my sisters have anything to say, but like,
I just wanna. I like how you introduce it with the high school thing. Yo, guys, high school. Yo. But I wanna kind of young adults. I just entered my 20s this year. Let's go. Woo! But you know, you're seeing people on social media. You're seeing them on their WhatsApp statuses, and they're like, "We on the hustle. We on the grind. You're sleeping. We're working. We're better than you." And you know, I respect people who work hard and who hustle and who advertise their success. But I kind of want to talk to young people and say, extend a lot of grace to yourself, because that is where most mental health issues begin, where you're so young but you feel like your best years are behind you. You feel like you're not good enough. You feel like you won't accomplish anything anytime soon. And you know, I'm talking to someone, they're young, they've got their degree and they're working, and this person still kind of feels like at my age I haven't done enough, and like I'm not happy. And I'm thinking, take time to celebrate your wins. Like, you've worked so hard, and because we're seeing other people who are hustling and who are now buying new cars, and you don't have a car, but you know, you're still working towards that. And that comparison breaks us down as young people, because the society tells us, by this age you should have this, by this age you should have done this, and you should have done that. So guys, let's counsel ourselves and check in with ourselves. You know, we spoke about checking in with the people we love. If you love yourself, you'll check in on yourself and look back and be like, you know what, Ndatu? You're okay. Like, you've done well, and you're going to do even better. So self-talk, talking to yourself positively, that is so important. And that's what I would push towards, be kind to yourself, be nice, you okay, you're doing well, man.
True. I think I just want to, guys, I feel like you spoke about, mental health, and you touched something in me. And mostly it's it's mostly driven by the expectation that people have that you choose to put on yourself. And for me, as now I'm approaching, I remember just like being so frustrated and telling my parents, I'm approaching my 30s and I feel like I've done nothing for myself. Like, speak well to yourself. That's not true.
Yeah.
And I want to now emphasize, stop comparing yourself. Comparing is one of the leading causes of depression. Feeling like someone else at my age, because guys, if you don't catch yourself, you're gonna get it. You're going to go down that slope. Just last year I graduated. Hey, I graduated, and I was so excited, And then as I'm excited, that demon comes to me, and she's like, when are you excited? You graduated at 26. Others were graduating at 23.
Damn.
And I was like,
yeah.
And I don't want to lie to you and pretend like I called it out. I plummeted.
Yes.
I sunk. And 2 days, I think I was sleeping in my room for 2 days, no coming out.
Very true.
Because instead of choosing, and this is what I'm going to bring out about depression, it's a choice. It is a choice. Instead of choosing to celebrate your wins, which is why I think the Bible says, count your blessings.
True.
Count your blessings, because if you don't do that, I am only as strong as if I can remember my past, how God did it for me in the past, and I can move forward. And so at that moment, instead of celebrating, I chose depression. And I'm not saying that depression is a choice and people who are going through it are weak. No, I'm saying we need to overcome. We need to choose to say, good things has happened. How can I focus on that, and how can I grow from it?
Just to touch on that, depression is a choice. I think the choice is getting comfortable in depression, because you don't have control of the external forces in your life. So someone today can say I'm ugly, and I will feel ugly.
True.
But I can't be feeling ugly for a month now.
The choice
I need to one day say no. When I look in the mirror, I'm like, you are beautiful. You are everything that your 5-year-old self wanted to be. At my age, yes, I'm about to graduate and all that, but there are people my age who already have businesses. Precious treats, when you look at them, they're still in school and they have businesses, and I'm here sleeping and then you scroll on Facebook, you see someone saying that's
a choice.
But the thing is, what should I wake up and do? Go print money? No, I should trust in God's timing. Yes, I'm not saying I should relax in bed and do nothing. But I am applying for jobs. I'm just not getting a reply, So now I need to start crooking people to have money, I'm available for my husband.
I'm available.
Just saying. But on another note, we really need to talk about how depression affects relationships. Because is it okay to leave a relationship because your partner is depressed?
Can I speak some life into that? I see Linda wants the mic.
I'm
gonna give it to her. I'm gonna give it to her.
I want to play the devil's advocate real quick and be like, self-worth. If the person's not giving the things that you're expecting, you want, you think you deserve, I think you should leave. Especially when you've tried. Like, you're like, hey, babe, let's talk about it. And they don't want. You can't force someone to talk about your problems.
No, but then men don't speak, though.
Yeah, Sepela, but I deserve better. My brother does. Let's not generalize and be like, all men don't speak about how they feel.
No, but then to reply to that, the men not speaking and all that, sometimes they don't speak because of us. We are not giving them a platform to be comfortable enough to speak and say no. So babe, listen,
this is what I'm going
when we're saying indoda must that thing must go to hell, man. Honestly, indoda must cry if they need to be on my chest. For once, can a daughter be on their woman's chest? And for not us every day. Location men's chest.
I think it's not even our fault as the female gender. Like, I think it's the understanding that the stigma has put around it. You know, even if I can say, baby, cry on my chest, but he will not. Because he doesn't want to look weak for you. Not because he doesn't want to cry. He has created in his head an understanding that he is
a man.
Everything that you need. You know, but those two don't meet. That expectation of he cannot be everything for himself and everything for you. So men need to know, stop, which is why I kind of agree with Linda to say, I will let a man leave me if he feels that he can no longer, you know, if he feels he's being overwhelmed by depression, you know. Because for me, I need him to decide if he's going to stay. You need a man to go through what he needs to go through, and if he's decided and choose you, and if he's decided that he's gonna do that without you, you know, be a big girl, wear your big girl panties, and walk.
And just know at the end, before you walk, know that you've tried your best. Like, I've tried with this guy, and he didn't choose me. Walk.
No, but what you just said there is try.
Himself.
You also tried your best.
Yes,
you understand? Yeah, some people are there.
Get
They're
up
like, so today you said, okay, bye. No.
Mood swings.
Obviously, like, guys.
And then you're dramatic. Control your mood swings.
I think I want to just, before we leave this topic, can we just discuss how soon is too soon to tell your partner you suffer from depression? Because honestly, I feel like that is, you say your name, your surname, where you live, if you've got kids, and if you have depression, because those are things that will affect our relationship. Those are beginning conversations.
Yes. To answer that,
like, your mental state needs to be clear, so I know what I'm getting myself into.
I won't lie to you. I have reached a point where I totally agree with you. We have to talk about our mental health
openly
situation. Maybe your man loses his job, you know, and then now he can't tell you that he lost his job because you are telling him about your awesome day, how you went on an interview, you know, and did all that. Now the man is like, oh damn, you know,
and he doesn't feel like to rain on your parade,
you know. So there's that too. And guys, I need to say this for the men's out there, I won't say their job description, but a doctor can't heal themselves. Honestly, guys,
find someone to talk to. My
it's
aunt
really
used to say, "Hamba emfuleni, uchela umfula." At least, yes.
But
find a secret place. If you are going through a lot and you feel like you are an expert in the field and you constantly help people and you're constantly breathing life into people, find a river. Speak to the river. Pay a homeless guy to listen to you. If you feel you are afraid of your friends, but don't bottle things in. I'm speaking now to men, right? I think I loved how she spoke about. How she spoke about women, to say listen. I hope I can reach out to men to say speak, and don't allow yourself to lose a good woman, because you cannot just trust her enough to speak. And pour out your heart and say what you're going through despite everything else, because if you want to spend the rest of your life with this woman, forever is a really long time. You're gonna need to put down those shackles, and not all women want you to be their hero.
Hey,
some just want
thank you to be a man,
to be a person.
My man.
That's all.
That's all we need.
You don't have to pay all the bills, and no, you just need to tell me when you can't, and I'll step in and help. And that's basically the reason. It's 95% of the reason why men suffer from mental health and depression and anxiety, because they have no one to talk to.
I think the other reason why men suffer mentally, it's the pressure they put within themselves as the gents.
Yeah.
You know, because now we're chilling there as the gents. Linda has a Mercedes-Benz. You have a BMW. And this one is the CEO. You know, it's just she's the CEO. And all the three of them are maybe a year or 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Now I have to ask myself, what in the hell am I doing with my life? I'm doing my best. I am breathing.
Yeah.
I am breathing.
Enough.
Men, instead of just watching soccer and all that, they should one day just sit down and say, Mfethu,
it's
15. Can I help you get a job? Or how are you doing mentally? You know, let's talk about that. Because now, when we ladies do it, we're talking within each other. We're like, hey guys, I'm depressed and all that. It's like, oh, really? The men's never do that. The women are so weak. And all. It's not a weakness. Being depressed is not a weakness.
Yeah.
Men really need to understand that.
Yeah.
Yo,
I wanted to talk about money, hey? Because now that's what is a huge factor in people being depressed. And it's not even about not having money, but not being your best self. And this is my advice. Quote me on this. Don't date a man that hasn't reached his full potential, because he will always feel like he gave up something for you. Because listen, this is my experience, and why I'm saying is, it's because when a man, we have to also understand how a man thinks. I think in another show of ours we spoke about our sisterhood and how and how we work, and how we work as sisters is by understanding each other. You have to understand, you know, some men want to be, especially if they find a woman that they love, and they find a woman that they want to give everything to, and they want to get married to this woman, and they want to give her everything, and then they feel like, but if I can just get this promotion, I'm not where I should be. Your relationship with him will always cause him depression. Your relationship will always make him feel like he's not good enough for you. Let him work harder. And if a man hasn't grasped and mastered his self-growth, he will plummet. If he hasn't been able to put in shelves how he needs to get to where he needs to go with this woman and trust that she won't leave, he will plummet, because he will constantly feel like he needs to step down a little and not give it his all. He needs to, because he's not there yet. And you will always be insecurities to be like, the minute you look at a GTI, it's like, that's so true. If it revs, don't look. Just straight neck. Because we are in but it's what frustrates him is not that. What frustrates him is not that you looking at a car. What frustrates him is that he wishes that he would give you that experience, and he can't.
But can we just redefine that? I think that's also another thing that I've also been passionate about, like what you're talking about. And Steve Harvey says this in his book, Think Like a Man. And he says it in a way that understand it, like he's telling women to understand and accept it.
Yeah.
But I want to challenge it to be like, that causes the depression in men. Not being able to say, I love this woman and we'll grow together.
Yeah.
Women have that mentality. I love this man and we'll grow together. Not all of them. Some of them are toxic. But what happened to grinding together with your man? What happened to, because the thing is, you put this goal and you say, that is when I'll be happy.
Yeah.
When I have this, when I have that, when I can do this, that's when I find true happiness. So your whole 20s, when I lawyer 10 years lawyer,
Yeah.
you're not really happy.
Yeah.
You're just waiting for a promotion, for a stable job, for a car. You're not even going to be serious with girls. You're just going to be playing girls. I don't want us to justify that.
Yeah.
You know, I want us to break the chains on our minds to say, you can find somebody and work together and build to what you want to see, right? Because we've got this standard like, Vele, you're going to be, when I've got a GTI, I've got an apartment, then I'll find a girl, then I'll be serious. And that's what's causing the depression in these men.
True.
So I kind of want to be like, let's redefine this thing, guys. Let's redefine. Now, as a woman, you're not where you want to be, but it's not. No, that doesn't mean now I'm going to play every guy and I'm just going to use them to buy me stuff until I'm secure. Then I'll find my guy. And
a person I admire actually sat me down and said to me, you know, that whole you have age thing, you should get married and stuff like that, you know. But and then I was like, but I don't have anything, you know. I don't have anything to bring to the table. How am I rushing into marriage? And he says to me, find a man that can love you, that can, and then work together with that person to build a future. It's not every single time that you must have everything figured out in order to move forward.
Honestly. Yeah.
Listen, this is what someone told me. I'm still trying to digest it because in my experience, men want you to come up with, you know,
have to have the whole
you need to
thing
have,
set up and just present
you
it
know,
like this is.
So it makes sense because we think all emotions, but men think all practical. Okay, so she works there, I work here. Together we make this much money. We can get a play. You understand? Now you coming with your hopes and dreams, and you're not finding substance. So, guys, women are also out there just being depressed because they feel like they're not bringing anything to the table. This table has frustrated the life.
Let's remove the table once.
I think that's definitely a topic for another day. How we redefine marriage. How we redefine marriage and what exactly we mean by the table. It is a topic for another day.
So just work to impress you, man. Don't work to be impressing your parents because you never really get them. Because every time there's just be another standard that you have to come up. Just
now you have to have kids.
Every time you do something, think about the future image of you. You have that image of you, 25-year-old you that's doing well. Work for them.
Do it for her.
Do it for her, man. Do everything you do from now, every studying, when you're procrastinating, know that the image of her is altering. Every time you sleep, when you're supposed to wake, it's altering. You become broker, that 25-year-old. So just work constantly for her or him, you know, and just focus on you. Don't look at what this one is doing and what this one has, because hey, guys,
because one unique thing you have is yourself. No one can ever be you, and that's the best thing that can ever, that's a superpower on its own. So be the best of you.
Guys, can you imagine if there wasn't a Lacey for Lacey? Thank you so much for listening in. And please comment and give us your input. We want to know what you have to say about the topic. Mental health, depression. We're all here for you. Subscribe and
if you like,
hit the bell so we know what you have to say. Bye.